I want to talk today about how you can use visualization to create a compelling future for your life, which will then ultimately lead you to your vision, your dreams for your life. We start by trying to understand what vision is. So, broadly speaking, vision is a picture of a desired future. There is a saying that is used in a derogatory sense most of the time when people say in your dreams in reference to something that you talk about or that you think is going to happen. But in today's sense, we want to use the power of dreams, so something that could literally be in your dreams can happen if you have the right techniques and the strategy. And that is one such strategy that we present today, the power of visualization. I start by describing the story of a previously failed contestant in Miss America, Tara Holland. Now, Tara had failed twice already in her attempt to win this prestigious competition. In the first attempt, she was the second runner-up. In the second attempt, she was the first runner-up. But you will agree with me that in competitions like this, being the second best or the third best means practically nothing. But Tara wasn't discouraged at all. She did not quit, but she stayed focused on her dream, her vision of one day becoming Miss America. So what she did was to go to another city that hadn't yet hosted the qualification rounds. And in this new city, she was selected. She went on to win Miss America that same year. So after she won eventually, as she went to receive her prize and she was interviewed, she was asked, why didn't you quit? And how were you able to stay on until now? And what she said was rather profound. She said that after her failed attempts, rather than quit, she went to buy lots and lots of videos of previous editions of the competition that she had been trying in vain to win. And she was focused and interested in the presentation ceremonies. And when the eventual winners walked up the days, the red carpet, and they were presented with their crown. So what she said was, as she watched these videos of people who had won and who had been successful where she hadn't been, mentally she replaced the images of these people with herself. So she would watch winners, legitimate winners receiving their crown, but in her mind's eye, it was she, Tara Holland, receiving it. She was asked again, did you not feel nervous walking through such a big crowd coming up to collect your trophy? And she said, no, because I had been there several times in my mind already. And this experience of Tara Holland teaches us a lot. Not only is it a story of somebody who would never quit, but somebody who, through the power of visualization, pictured herself on the walkway several times, countless times before it eventually happened for her. So, the walkway of success is a possibility. Sometimes we are far removed from this possibility. You may have seen so many people walk on this walkway, and sometimes you don't see any realistic way of you getting there. But the lesson today is, you can get there. Picture yourself, visualize it happening, and if you can do that so many times and often enough, eventually you will get there. Now in life, one has to be able to live on the inside what one wants to live on the outside. So whatever happens outside must first be internalized. You must live that experience within yourself. And once you've gotten to the point where you know that you belong, you know that it is a possibility, then it will start happening. So we need to be able to envision the future that we desire. However big a future it is, or however small, you must be able to literally live up in your mind first. Because if your eyes cannot imagine it, if you cannot imagine yourself in a certain situation, then you never get there. Because even if you get there, you think it's an accident and you wouldn't walk and live that life which has caught up with you. You should be able to visualize through the eyes of faith, however distant it is from you at the present. You can dream about it, you can visualize it, and the good thing is dreaming is free. You don't have to pay any taxes or any levies for dreaming. It is possible for anyone, however poor, however rich, to free of charge dream. So my challenge is feel free, be bold to dream big dreams. Now, as you do this, as you consistently visualize something, it becomes compelling. It becomes literally part of your life. Now, a compelling vision, as we present today, is a picture of a future state or experience which is so well realized and powerful in your mind that it cannot go away, and it literally takes over your life. It becomes a compelling thing that you live in and aspiring to. Many great sports personalities talk about using the power of visualization. So some of them, before the event, picture themselves on the podium receiving the award or the crown or the trophy, whatever is at stake, the medal. And this visualization is able to give them the motivation to first put in the training that is required, and then eventually the performance they need to put in on the day of the event. Like Tara Holland, such people know and they picture themselves winning before eventually it becomes a reality. Sometimes for these people it becomes so compelling that it already exists in the here and now, in their minds and in their feelings, and it is only a matter of time that it becomes a reality. This in itself is motivation enough to drive them towards achieving these goals. A compelling future gives you a taste of the future and motivates you to do what it takes to make the future really happen. So if you cannot picture it, then you cannot get there. Somebody says that you cannot desire a food or aspire, wish for food that you've never seen before. You can only desire things that you have a picture and a memory of. So to bring anything into your life, you need to start by imagining it is already there, says Richard Bach. We're talking about creating a compelling future and how important it is to do this through visualization. In the words of Audrey Flack, and I quote, "Visualize what you want to do before you do it." Visualization is so powerful that when you know that you want what you want, you will get it, unquote. And these are profound words from Audrey Flack. It is important at any point, if you want to get to the top, think about what is it exactly, what really you want. That is a starting point. Define it clearly. It helps if you can write it down. If you cannot write it down, then probably you don't know exactly what you want. Once you've identified it clearly, once you know exactly what it is you want, it doesn't matter how many years it's going to take. The next thing is to begin to visualize it. Begin to practically live it. You may be called as a daydreamer, but it's all right. There have been many people who were called dreamers. If you are a student of the Bible, you may remember the story of Joseph. Joseph had the dream of leadership. He being in leadership, and he started telling everybody who cared to hear and listen and even those who didn't want to listen to him. He told his family, his brothers, countless times until they got so angry with him. He told his parents about it. They were cross and annoyed. How dare you think that we all will come and serve you? Despite the hostility towards Joseph's dreams, it was still there. And the reason why it wouldn't go away was because it had become such a compelling dream that he could literally not let go. He was sold into slavery in a foreign land. Through all the times of trial, through all the difficulties, he still held on to that dream until ultimately he became the prime minister in Egypt. So in closing, the message I leave you with is, dream about it, think about it, because if you can dream it, you can achieve it. Well, this is all we've got time for. Thank you very much for your time and for listening to this. If this broadcast has been helpful to you, then I will encourage you to subscribe to this channel by clicking the notification bell so that every time we upload anything new, you will get an automatic alert. Please share this with your friends and your family and keep coming back for more. And remember, you are the head but not the tail. See you at the very top of this line. God bless.